legacy. Old school. Politics. Old Snake, new tricks. Yes,
After
sir.
the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise. Got a man. Got a man, Solid Snake. Opening name Snake Eater. Original sound effect.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the oil bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
He said God be with him. Oh shit, oh shit. He said suicide drop. We throwing it out. Front flip for dramatic effect. He'll flip like a million fucking times. Straight body. Move, we hit the tuck. Straight body, straight down. Bro's just a beast like that. That's Solid Snake. It's gotta be. I refuse for it to be anyone else. It's gotta be him. It's our
Jack,
man.
I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well,
It's the mission to end all missions.
about 2 years ago, a certain
not there
Soviet
yet.
scientist requested asylum in the West through one of
is
our
this mission?
moles.
Bro, sounds so serious.
His
like
name
that,
is
man.
Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same.
Yeah,
On
we got
April 12,
slideshows.
1961,
What
the
year is
Soviets
this?
achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
75?
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
80? Like
Well spoken.
85?
The rocket that carried
Oh,
Yuri
shit.
Gagarin to orbit was the A-1.
Hold up, chat. It's taking forever to join this party. What in the hell? I mean, oh shit, the throat demons finally entered. Let's go.
Known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster.
I watched the
used in that
cutscene
rocket.
last night, and then I
After
fucking
Gagarin's
was like, I
flight,
can't play it.
Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly
I got to the
established
point where he said your
Design
name
Bureau.
is Snake.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So
I like
what do
the
you want to
graphics.
perfect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a
Right.
mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in
It's gonna be
sneaking
fun either
Sokolov
way.
over the Berlin Wall shortly
I'm
afterwards.
stoned.
I was the one who conducted the
I'm moving
operation.
to a new house soon.
The security on the eastern side was
Not
still
very
full of holes
soon,
back
but like
then.
in the
Then
near
what?
future.
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin.
Be on the
It took
ups.
him
I
2
get
weeks
teeth.
and more than 600 miles to get from the research
Less than
facility in the Soviet Union
$50,000.
to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we
Big
had something
W
much bigger on
going
our
on.
hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President
October
Kennedy
16th,
received word that the
1962, he
Soviets were in the
says.
process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles
Yeah,
in
that's
Cuba.
Kennedy. He did.
The President
Dead as
demanded
hell
that the
now.
Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US
Did they
and
now?
Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed
Holy
to
shit,
remove
this
its
is a long
missiles
ass
from Cuba,
cutscene, dude.
and
Oh
so
my
the
God.
world avoided a nuclear
Been in
holocaust.
this thing forever already.
But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the U.S.
I
agreed
skipped
to
it
remove
last
its
night, a
IRBMs
bunch
from
of it.
Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed
It
to
was
the
a
other
ruse.
intelligence agencies
A
around the
ruse.
world.
So what did the
Folly.
Russians really want?
Fake.
Sokolov.
Bait.
They wanted
Cover
us
up.
to return Sokolov.
Reviews.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
Michael is sending me the most
What the
hilarious
hell
shit
was
right
he
now.
working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand.
Are you
The
watching
next
this film or
day,
just
I got
playing?
Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me!"
Alright, Sakharov, well, that's too bad. He stepped in and save you. We're still mid-jump. We haven't even hit ground yet. Holy shit. And I'ma skip that shit too. Sorry, chat. We ain't watching it.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
What the fuck? I got a first-person POV of falling out a snake.
If we don't
Hey,
get
that's-
Sokolov back before that
cool.
weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Lets me see that you can't see shit.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery
Yeah,
point.
no, he can't see
The recovery
shit.
balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy.
Post on your story.
been combat
Who is
proven.
that?
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?